Anton wants to come on. Okay, we'll do that. Ed Ingermentum is my Steve Kornacki. Zoomer Steve Kornacki. On to explain the polls and more. Get in now. The recent polls he shared, which is very good, shows Kamala +2 on all blue wall. Yeah. I mean, look, there are a lot of polls that are like Kamala is losing by massive numbers. And then there are polls that are like Kamala is winning reliably. I think ultimately, wait, hold on. Oh, does Trump want to kill Liz Cheney? We'll talk about that as well. I'm going to give that to Trump a little bit. I'm going to give that. I think that the Trump Liz Cheney thing is like one of those old school 2016 style statements that like offers enough plausible deniability to Donald Trump. Like he knows what he's doing when he says shit like that, but it's like very clearly within the context of like, oh, you'd be talking a different tune if you were the one who was actually fighting out there, is what he was trying to say. But he said it specifically in a way where he was like, I'm going to kill you. And it ties back to like a lot of what he has said about killing his political opponents with the military. So, you know, it's a unique predicament. But yeah, is an interesting situation, folks. All right, we got it. We're blasting off. Let's freaking go. We got a lot to talk about today. What if he doesn't want to win? No, Trump definitely wants to win, brother. That's not a thing. Like, Trump definitely wants to win because this is a majority report. We're gonna watch the Sam Cedar Annihilation tour in a little bit. I saw bits and pieces of it early this morning. I saw that he put the fucking beanie on, which is so sick. I was a little confused. I don't know if it's their main channel or not, but like I was a little confused with like how little Tim's
people are already
live concurrent viewership looked like. And I don't know if it's because they just didn't want to watch their favorite Beanie Boy get absolutely destroyed by my uncle, my real Uncle Sam. I've accepted Kamala will win, which makes me worry because these people will not listen to the uncommitted movement or anyone who cares about Gaza. There's a current effort by progressives to force a vote on troops leaving the region that many in this squad, of course not AOC, are threatening to do. Big dog, are we talking about the Trump Epstein tapes? Oh shit, you're right, dude. What the fuck? I can't believe I forgot to add that on. Okay. Yes, dude. Yes. That's crazy. That is the real October, November surprise, I guess, technically. That shit is like, yeah, bro, there's actual tapes. Like there's Trump Epstein tapes. We'll get to it in a second, but it's like Michael Wolff must have been real close to Epstein to get 100 hours of tape. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, man. I don't know how he does it. Like Michael Wolff never ceases to surprise me because like in many ways, like he is a fabulist, right? He definitely is a fabulist. So you can't really do that when you are supposed to be like a serious journalist. He also is like obviously a very self-interested guy, right? Like he will always he will always withhold like information that would be good for the public to know until the most opportune moment for his own personal clout and his own like person. Like this, I'm convinced Michael Wolff could have figured out a way where like Donald Trump had his hands on a nuclear launch code and was like ready to let it rip. And this motherfucker would wait until his next book came out to reveal this information. You know what I mean? Like, he is the type of dude, he's the type of dude who's like so obviously selfish and so career oriented that he would not even care. He could be like, yeah, nuclear holocaust could be happening tomorrow. I'm not letting somebody know. I'm not letting a single damn person know until my book comes out 8 months later. And it's like, I feel like you should have probably let people know about this information that you were retaining and holding on to for approximately 8 months. And it's so like, that's an annoying thing about Michael Wolff. And the other annoying thing is that, like I said, he is a bit of a fabulous, like, there's a lot of stuff that he like will report on that you're like, I don't know if this is real. But then he also has like solid journalist chops. So he will just turn around and find this shit. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, how? Like, why would you not reveal this? Why would you not reveal this last election? Oh, Michael Wolff. Am I mistaken Michael Wolff with Bob Woodward, actually? I think it is Michael Wolff, isn't it? Michael Wolff is the one who like, or is it? I think I might be mistaken Michael Wolff with Bob Woodward, actually. No, he's the one who wrote Fire. No. He is the one who wrote Fire and Fury. No, it is Michael Wolff. I'm thinking of Michael Wolff. I'm thinking of the right guy. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of the right guy. But Bob Woodward is a little bit like that too, which is funny. But that's not. Yeah, Bob Woodward is like that as well. Bob Woodward and Michael Wolff both are very similar to one another. Also, their book covers and like the way that they the way they operate is also kind of similar, but it is what it is. But at least like Bob Woodward has like solid reporting background and like a more serious more serious amount of like research and investigative reporting that he's done that he can like rely on, whereas like Michael Wolff is a little bit more silly. Yeah, Woodward wrote the book called Rage, which is similar to Fire and Fury. And Woodward wrote Rage. Fire and Fury was written by Michael Wolff. Bob Woodward wrote Rage, wrote Fear, wrote War. The latest one was War. And the Trump tapes, All the President's Men. I mean, here, look. This is Bob Woodward's latest books. Okay? And this is Michael Wolff's books. So you will understand why I was like... You will understand why I was a little confused by who we were talking about. He wrote Fire and Fury, Landslide. But I was thinking of Bob Woodward when I was talking about like being a bit of a fabulist. But yeah, Woodward was the one who also, once again, they both have the same attitude towards like important information that they will hold on to until their book is coming out. Okay. Let me copy your homework. Okay. Make sure to say change it though. Yeah. We're going to watch Sam Cedar with, you're telling me a cynical asshole journalist held back pertinent information to make money on a book deal? You're telling me that for the first time? Yeah, I just think that like, I don't know. I feel like there's a duty. Like there is a little bit of a responsibility to like inform the public on, you know, pertinent information. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit more old school, but like, why don't you do a byline? You know, I guess Michael Wolff did do it for the Daily Beast, but like, do a fucking byline and then promote the book that way and be like, there's even more explosive stuff in there. I don't know. It's a very weird situation that you know, the state of journalism in America has become a unique situation. Hey, that's amazing. That is amazing. I can't believe he went with Sanji. Blackleg Sanji, really? Is that FD's favorite character? I gotta text him. I'm a Mosshead man, so that's probably why. Sanji has rise up. Sanji the GOAT, FD knows ball. Sanji is a gooner, dude. Oh, you got a problem with Sanji now? Well, you have to remember, I am a Zoro head. Like, it's basic, it's classic, but it's reliable. You know what I mean? He is the man. Zoro is the GOAT. You want to know how hard Zoro is the GOAT? He works hard. He's ripped. He's the strongest out of like physical prowess. In terms of like pure physical prowess, Zoro is the strongest. Like in terms of like human power. We're not talking about like hockey. Okay. And not only that, but also he has no cyber modifications like Sanji, which is, you know, just saying. It's a lot easier to fucking light your shit on fire when you are a genetically modified specimen created by your fascist father. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Like Zoro is natty, right? He's natty. Straightforward. He's natty, and also on top of that, he is one of the best characters in the entire thing, in the entire library of characters that are fantastic. In spite of the obvious reality that his backstory is the most lacking. Think about that. Think about that. Like every other, like Sanji's backstory, probably my favorite. Probably my favorite backstory in the entire franchise. Maybe Trafalgar Law. Zoro, no backstory whatsoever. Basically no backstory at all. Like, it's kind of wild how shitty and how lackluster his backstory is in comparison to like all these other people. Don't throw up question marks. Compare that to fucking Nico Robin. Compare that to Nami. Zoro's very clear lack of backstory is apparent. Compared to that to Chopper, entire arcs have been dedicated to every single character, every single like top mainline character and their backstories. I would go so far as say Brook has had more of a fucking backstory than Zoro. Brook has more backstory than Zoro. Is crazy. Like the Laboon saga is like multiple. It spans across multiple fucking arcs and shit. Like, what's Zoro's backstory? Oh, he wanted to become a sword fighter, and the daughter of the samurai that was teaching him in the dojo fucking died because she fell down the stairs. Like, that's not a backstory, okay? That is like barely a fucking backstory. That's an insane thing. Down these stairs. That's how she died. She died because she fell down the stairs, dude. Even Usopp with his connections to Shanks through Yasop has more backstory. Yeah. But he was a descendant of a samurai. I thought that there would be more expanded in Wano, which I thought would have been a perfect opportunity to get further into like Zoro's lore and Zoro's backstory. I was like kind of shocked that like Wano did not expand on that shit at all, you know? Even Usopp is go to get the fuck out of here. Okay, dude. Yeah. Man, what was this stream? I didn't get to watch it.
So, Blau, as a woman, would you approach him?
Oh, whoops.
I think you dropped something. You good? You need some help there? What's up? Sniper King is goated. Usopp is mid. Okay. I wouldn't go that far. That's Usopp the God you're speaking on, dude. That's Usopp the God. That is kind of crazy that he's like, he literally is just straight up called God Usopp after a certain point. Yeah, his like different versions have been pretty crazy. Soja King, Sniper King, absolutely goated character on top, but that's not Usopp. That's a totally separate person. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just say, oh, like that's Soja King. Like, have you seen either of them in the same room? And it's like, no, like you haven't, but that doesn't mean they're the same person, right? Anyway, but yeah, this is it. We're blasting the frick off. I saw this. An Oakland man who recorded himself getting thrown out of a Palestinian cafe has been celebrated for pushing back against anti-Semitism, but a history of public outbursts raises questions about his story. Yeah, there's some little psyops happening left and right, it seems. But we're gonna start out with